gained exactly 500 points so far in about three and a half days, I guess. It's not. That's not terrible, I guess. That's maybe not on pace for what I was going for. All right, we're gonna play d4. I'll run away when I see my opponents are FM. Yeah, that's right. We're scary guys. The fear master, if you want to call us. The fear master. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. This is not what you should be setting your pieces up for. Very passive opening. I'm just gonna kind of mimic his pawns, but gain much more space. So, not too good in my opinion. I could kind of go for like a cheese tactic. E5, take, knight moves h4. I think it's going to be kind of lame, but I think we might go for it. Let's see, does that even work? It actually doesn't work. Does it? E5, take, knight d7, h4, knight c5, take, check. His queen goes to d3 and guards h7, so it doesn't work there. Does this opening have a name? The 3 pawns game? Yep, the 6 pawns, all matching each other. This is going to look kind of, I'm pretty much telegraphing what I'm wanting to do. Okay, so h6, he sees it. I don't really care too much, though. I'm still going to play e5. We're going to exchange. He's going to play knight d7, and I'll play queen e2. Actually, we're going to play bishop c2. Threatening queen d3. Okay, f5. That makes sense. I think I'm just going to take it, though, and his e6 pawn's going to be weak. Yeah, some people, just because they lose the game, do think there's think their other person's using a computer. Yeah, we're just taking the pawn. This e6 pawn is going to be very weak now. And his king side's weak, obviously. I actually don't even have a problem going into an endgame, but I think we have much better chances in the middle game. Knight e5, bishop e3, rook d1, get the queen on this diagonal. It's pretty much a bad spot for him. Knight b4 is a little annoying. Mainly because I don't want to put the bishop back on b1 yet, so I'm just going to play a3. I use the computer, but how else am I supposed to play? I guess you can't play on the computer. You got to play on your iPad, your iPhone, your tablet, mobile device. You can't use computers to play anymore. All right. I should have played 95 earlier, I suppose. I can still play bishop d4 and do it. Or I can castle. I think castling is also okay. Let's go bishop d4, though. I think we're going to go bishop d4. Bishop e5, maybe. I haven't played against engine users. I checked the games afterwards with my engine, but they're rare. Or I have played against them. Yeah, there's some out there. Unfortunately, there's some titled players that apparently are using them as well. I don't really understand why, but I definitely have heard of that. I guess 95? Or castling? What do we do? Just 95? Something like that? Yeah, I think 95 is good. 95 actually threatens to win a piece, knight g6, and then get rid of the bishop that's guarding this guy. Yeah, I agree with you there, improving skill. Tilichev seemed to... He kind of validated himself, I'd say, based on the... he pretty much gave examples of games. If you saw any of the other blogs he wrote with his wife's account, I guess, he gave examples of games he played in those openings and over-the-board tournaments. And it was like the exact same opening. So he clearly has used the opening before and used the lines before the tournament. So I could definitely believe he's not cheating. Shamat, I kind of... I was suspicious of that guy for a while. So I'm not surprised if he was. Alright, so we're just going to capture here, play queen g4, and then checkmate pretty soon. Shouldn't be too difficult. Queen g6 next move. Queen h7 is the threat. Rook to e7, probably. Or that, I guess that works. We're just going to check this way. King g8. I'm going to exchange, I think, and then play rook h3. Now rook g3 is pretty much unstoppable, and he's going to get checkmated in a move or two, or pretty soon. I guess we can just win the queen. That's probably pretty easy. He pointed out a possible motive, the $1,000 prize, something like it's nearly a month's pay in Europe. Yeah, I mean... yeah, the money's obviously going to bring out the cheaters, but... So I could understand, for example, a little bit of Tilachieves, if we want to kind of go into the whole matter here a bit, which I guess I have my own opinions on. Let me analyze this game real quick, and then I'll talk about that a little bit more and give my opinions. Not that I'm, any different than any other guy, but I guess I do have 72 people listening to me, so whatever. All right, so the opening by him, very passive. Not good, I'd say. H4 is kind of a cheese tactic. I'm threatening e5, move the knight, and then take here. He sees it, though. I'm still playing e5. Now I'm threatening queen d3. He plays f5, we capture. Very weak light squares, very weak e6 pawn. So I decide not to trade queens. I stop knight b4 because that's a little annoying. Bishop e3, bishop d4. This might have been better in hindsight, just to get in that square. But anyways, bishop e3, queen c7, bishop d4, knight e5. This is guarding the knight. If I can get rid of this bishop, I can win the knight. So knight g6 works these two. I get rid of the bishop, pick up the knight, and up a piece. Now it's just about opening up the king side, and checkmating comes pretty quickly. Or I just win the queen, and I'll win pretty easily from here. Honestly, not too much to say about the game. His very passive play was punished pretty easily. There's really not anywhere, aside from the opening, I mean, I don't know how else he's supposed to defend the position, honestly. It's really not good for him here. Maybe just knight c5, don't play f5? Something like that. Still a bad position, though. He doesn't need to play f5, though. He could have done knight c5 first. Alright, so let me see the chat here.